Welcome to Wisdom Trek. Wisdom is the final frontier in gaining true knowledge. We are on a daily trek to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insights, and to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. Hello, my friend. This is Gramps. Thanks for coming along on our trek to increase wisdom and create a living legacy. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 16 tells us, "How much better to get wisdom than gold, and sound judgment than silver." We are on day 1632 of our trek, and it is time to explore another nugget of wisdom, which includes an inspirational quote, along with some wise words from Gramps for today's trek. If you apply the words that you hear today, over time, it will help you to become more healthy, wealthy, and wise as you continue on your daily trek of life. So let's jump right in with today's nugget. And today's quote is from Bob Hope, and it is, "A bank is a place that will lend you money if you can prove that you don't need it." So today's snippet of wisdom will be monetary slavery. Bob Hope was a comedian, so we understand that this quote was supposed to be a joke, but as with many jokes, it is based on truth. Banks are only in the business of making loans where there is little or no question whether the loan will be paid off promptly. To qualify for a loan, you must have tangible assets that will significantly exceed the loan's value. Other than the federal and many state governments, we as individuals are not permitted to spend beyond our capacity to pay back the borrowed money. For so many people, though, we live in an age, especially in this Western world, where we are unwilling to wait to accumulate the monies needed to purchase non-essential items. This practice is just not wise. The fact is that most of the things that we buy are non-essential. We allow our short-term desires to have material goods to delude us into thinking that it's okay to borrow to obtain something. It has become such an epidemic that we have to pay for storage buildings to store all the stuff that we rarely use. What a pathetic and disgusting cycle. We then have to work extra to pay our bills, which harms our family and other relationships. How does any of this make sense? Well, plain and simple, it makes no sense. When we borrow to purchase non-essential things, we become a slave to the lender and ultimately to those items we have unwisely purchased. As a general rule, unless it is absolutely necessary, never borrow money to buy assets that depreciate. About the only item left is your home. When purchasing a home, only purchase one that will appreciate in value and one that you can genuinely afford. You can get by on a lot less than you imagine. I grew up in an old farmhouse with 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom for 12 people. Yes, it was inconvenient at times, but we made it work because we had to. None of us favor slavery, yet so many people put themselves into bondage to buy things to impress others who we don't even like very much. This is insanity. Instead, let us be wise. Borrow only when it is essential and only for those items that will appreciate over time. Even then, it is best to keep all borrowing to a minimum and set yourself free as quickly as possible. The wisest man who ever lived, King Solomon, tells us in Proverbs chapter 22 verse 7, "Just as the rich rule the poor, so the borrower is a servant to the lender." Some wise, practical advice. And as you ponder this nugget of wisdom for yourself, please encourage your friends and family to join us, and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. If you'd like to listen to any of the past 1631 treks or read the Wisdom Journal, they are all available at wisdom-trek.com. And I encourage you to subscribe to Wisdom Trek on your favorite podcast player so that each day's trek will be downloaded to you automatically. And if you haven't done so, please consider giving us a 5-star rating so that others will join us in mining our nuggets of wisdom. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you tomorrow for more daily wisdom.